The story we tell ourselves every single day has an effect, whether we like it or not, on the actions we take and as well as how we manage and regulate our emotions on a daily basis. And I want to have a conversation with you today about this because this is something that is holding you and me from our true potential. And hopefully, you will leave this conversation with a willingness and as well as a head start towards that reframing the story that you tell yourself, and as well as the willingness to keep going in your personal development journey. Being aware and conscious with a thought that comes to mind that you know is negative, self deprecating, and sabotaging our true potential is actually quite hard. It's easier said than done, right? But first, I want to give you this thing that my coach, my previous coach, had showed me or told me. And this is that there's two types of wolves living inside our brain. There's the positive thinking wolf and there's the negative thinking wolf. And whoever wolf you feed the most only grows only grows stronger and better than the other wolf. Now, there is almost nothing we can really do to consistently think positively. Our monkey brain just really loves to analyze and look for negativity in everything, in the things we do, in the things we eat, in even people that we walk past, right? We just tend to like analyze sometimes and maybe look at it and judge them even though they did nothing wrong. And so understanding that and being aware of that, right? Because we almost have no control in our first thought, but we have control in our second thought, or the third, or the fourth. We always are in control of those, but not the first one. And this idea alone is something that I consistently forget, and I almost need a reminder for it. Can you relate with me on this? It's like when someone gives an idea, whether it's your favorite YouTuber, your favorite personal development coach, self guru, or even a book, that they give you this profound idea that you're like, oh, that's a really good idea. And you try and implement it. And you actually do well for maybe a couple days, couple weeks, or months. And then life happens and you forget about it. And then when you're reminded of that again, you're like, aha, right. That helped me before. I'm gonna start doing it again. But then, sometimes we tend to actually do it, sometimes we don't. The resistance is, I feel like the second time around is much harder. But when we go past that, it's, life's good. You're able to continue it again and you're reminded of it. Like you are more aware that you might forget this again, but you're gonna keep reminding yourself. And sometimes it's okay to forget about it. It's okay to forget things, but as long as it will come back to you, no matter what, whether you like it or not, those ideas that you really helped you will come back to you at some point, whether you're doing your personal development or maybe you're just in silence and that idea just comes back again. And speaking of ideas, I want to challenge you for 24 hours or one day, whether it's after watching this video, tomorrow, or just starting today, not necessarily right away. You can set a timer in your watch or whatever, and you don't have to. But I challenge you for today to put more energy towards being aware of the thoughts that comes to your mind. And I'm not saying like you have to be aware every single time, but when you notice that you have a negative thought that comes up, tell yourself, aha, that's the one. I found it. Like, there's a negative thought. And don't judge yourself. I don't want you to judge yourself. I don't want yourself to put yourself down for thinking negatively. We all do it. Like, you don't feel alone in this. When that thought arises, I want you to just let it go. Allow it to come. Allow all the negative thoughts to come, but as well as allow it to let it go. Allow to let it go. Just think about it as a cloud just passing by. Some clouds might take a longer time to let go. Some clouds might just zoom past by, right? And as well as trying to reframe it. How can you think about that experience or that thought in a positive manner? How can you reframe it? How can you recontextualize it into something that's positive, right? Because I want to tell you my story on a couple of days ago because this was the third time in a row that I had slept in. And my negative brain was telling me, first time like the third time I woke up sleeping, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, why for the third time again? But then I thought to myself, just naturally, that wait, this is a lesson. This moment right here is teaching me something. Teaching me something that hey, I slept in. That's okay. Now what can I learn from this experience alone? Why is it that I don't like I ask myself question too. Why is it that I don't like doing this? Why is it that I don't feel good not sleeping, like sleeping in too much? And the reason why is I like to not be so in a rush at work. I mean to go to work. I want to be able to have the time where I'm not necessarily rushing to get ready, where I have time to do, my meditations, reading the book, writing, cold shower. I'm not saying all of those have to be done in the morning, just how much I can, and be able to have a relaxing day because how we start our day, it really dictates the rest of your day. So when you start your day where you're just looking at your phone, you're gonna be likely distracted. You see what I mean? It's we almost have to kind of be aware of that. So you can also be aware right now too. Like every time starting today, every time you wake up in the morning and if the first thing you go is social media, your brain just is scattered. Whereas like if you give yourself even just 20 minutes without your phone, now I know you probably need to use your alarm and that's okay, right? Like just hit the alarm and just get off the phone, like 20 minutes not gonna kill you. And just live life, man. Like whether it's reading the book, stretching, doing your cold shower, or just sitting in nothing, preparing your coffee. Although some people don't recommend drinking coffee right away. But besides the point, just have time for yourself with that. And just try not to be reactive right away on your phone. I also want to add something in this section that I had forgot to talk about is that when you wake up and you are in a rush, like you're already behind, the rest of your day feels like a rush. Like you're constantly feeling behind and feeling rushed. And so the message is how you start your morning or how your morning is really can reflect the rest of your day. And so if you keep repeating that, you just are constantly on a rush and feeling behind, if that makes sense. Oh, see you. Back to the video. Another thing too that has helped me, this a reminder that came up to me too that this week was okay. I'm backsliding a little bit on my fitness for a couple weeks now, for a couple months, for a month, because there's something I want to talk to you about in another video, but I had I didn't renew my membership for 30 days. So I didn't work out for 30 days at all. Like I was trying to work out in the gym, like in the park, doing calisthenics, but I didn't really work out at all. Like barely did. I can count it in my 5 fingers. But that's beside the point. So I'm backsliding in my fitness, and I was reminded because I rewatched, or I watched a fitness video, and I was reminded to plan my meals ahead of time. So the next day you should have an idea to what to eat, right? From breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. I'm like, oh right, I forgot about that. Like we constantly just almost just really need a reminder on what it is that we need to do to sustain a healthy lifestyle or the lifestyle that we want, whether it's through business, personal development, fitness, building habits, trying to, break out of a habit, we just almost seems like, to my observation, just needs a reminder, but as well as taking the action of actually doing it, doing the work, doing the dirty work, doing the boring work. I don't know why I said dirty work. So silly. So realize that this whole storytelling that you tell yourself, this video alone is not a one all cure all to your self negative thought, like self negative talk. I can't speak right now all of a sudden. But understand that if you are working towards reframing it, recontextualizing it, and just, think at it in a positive way and understanding yourself, you know that everything will be good. Like, it's gonna be tough. This whole personal development progress, this whole fitness thing, it's tough. There's so much challenges, and some days are easier than the other. Some days are harder than the other. But just understand that failure, there's nothing wrong with failing, right? It's what you learn from that failure that will only make you stronger for the next one. You see what I mean? Like, we will fail and fail and fail. But as long as the failure is not crucial, it's not going to kill you. What you can learn from that is a lesson. Lesson to learn more about yourself, because there's so much to unwrap. There's so much to learn about ourselves. And we like to think that we know ourselves, but we don't, right? We really don't know ourselves. We like to think, oh, this is the only way for me to lose weight. But is it really? We like to think that, oh, this is the only way for me to stop thinking negatively. Is it really? Like, just be self experimented. Learn, use your own thinking on what it is that can stop you from or reduce the negative story that you are telling yourself. Because once you shift the story that you're telling yourself, I'm just going to speak in like a fitness mindset where you always think, oh, you're always just going to be fat. There's no way you're going to lose the weight truly. The more it just grows and actually not happen. Whereas when you reframe it to the story that you tell yourself where you know what, you put yourself in a bad spot. You overate, you did all these things, and now it's for you to learn again. So how can you live a healthier life going forward? What are the ways that's realistic for you to take action and make slow progress towards that? Slow but true progress. You need to just forget about the get rich quick schemes. You need to forget about the lose your weight in 30 days. It's about the long term, from personal development, from fitness, and obviously the story that you are telling yourself. It's a lifelong progress process, and it's fun. In a way, you kind of have to see it as a fun, interesting way, and a big picture thinking. Not small picture thinking where you want your positive thoughts to just come every day in 30 days of working it. This alone might take years and decades of working towards. But as you level up, give yourself grace. From right now, you may be at level 1, but a week from now, maybe a day from now, you're level 0.05. Then you got to give yourself credit to that. Celebrate that. And then you level up. You might plateau a little bit or backslide, but you level up from that, and you level up and you level up. It's just true progress is not perfect. And it's for you to realize that on your own. It's for you to use your own thinking. Know that you have your own true potential. just by trusting in yourself that you will keep going in this personal development journey, that you will push through the negative emotions that you have, that you will appreciate the positive emotions, but as well as, value the positive and the negative in the life that we have, and think about the lessons and how we can do better. That's all I really have for you today. I hope you like this video. If you do, please leave a comment on what you like about it. Let's have a conversations in the comment section. I'd really love to hear more about what you take out of this video. And that's all I really have for you. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.